Okay, now we're ready to actually draw the countertop. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the countertop tool icon on the toolbar, located right here. We're going to click that in, and then we're ready to follow those four rules that we just covered and shoot a countertop. So what I'm going to do here is use this in a laser format, so that way X6 and ICS users using the laser can do this exactly the same way. With the ICS, you could use your pen to do all this, which would alleviate a lot of the line of sight issues you may have. And you won't need to use these markers that we have. But the X6 users are definitely going to want to use these markers in a lot of the scenarios where they don't have direct line of sight. Either way, you're going to end up with an accurate top. So whatever floats your boat, you can do that. So what I'm doing here again is following those same rules, starting going clockwise around my feature here, and I'm going to, excuse me, take 2 points on each surface. That is an overhang, yeah, just to make that clear. Here we are. And then we're moving over to our last edge here. You see, it doesn't take a lot of effort to get this done. It's pretty simple, pretty smooth. Make sure I got that point there. Go. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and get our last one here, and then we'll be transferring to the wall. You notice I was clearly out of this corners, just like I talked about with Rule 4 in that last video. Um, I want to do the same thing when I'm transferring to the wall and using or avoiding wall corners there. But now I'm ready to just take at least three in a row, as many as I want. Totally up to you how tight you want your scribe, or if you want it relatively straight, that's fine too. I'm just going to space mine out a little bit for speed's sake here. There we go. Along and get this one. There we are. Again, staying out of that corner, making sure that we're not directly in there at all. Leaving myself probably about 2.5 inches or 3 inches out of that corner. And then take a few points here. I could pass the initial point if I would like, or I could stop before. I'm going to stop before here because there's no need to really go beyond that. And you can see I have a general layout of the countertop here. You can see these uh, corners and everything are a little chamfered. That's nothing to worry about. What this is a temporary line that's being drawn here. So the temp line is just tracking purposes. Say, for example, you get a phone call or something like that, or get distracted, have to talk to the customer, whatever it may be. It's just so you can figure out where you're at. What you need to do is hit the check mark or calculate button here, located right here on your toolbar. When you do that, it will apply all the logic, and you'll end up with this. It goes ahead and creates all the layers and everything for you, and then we can talk about editing next.